Right. Today, we're really getting into the heart of Islam. We're looking at its foundational principles, the 5 pillars.
Exactly.
And we're drawing from a really clear source, a narration by Ibn Umar from Allah's apostle. It gives such a direct view.
It really does. And it's important to see these not just as rules on paper.
Right.
They're the living framework. They shape daily life, faith, everything for millions. It's about understanding the core practices.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The source lays them out very clearly. First up,
the foundation.
Yeah. To testify that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah and Muhammad is Allah's apostle. The Shahadah. Now, many people know that phrase, but what's the deeper significance there? Why is it the bedrock?
Well, it's more than just saying the words, It's this core conviction.
Okay.
It fundamentally shifts how someone sees the world. It's acknowledging God's absolute oneness, Allah, and that Muhammad is his final messenger.
So it implies accepting his guidance too.
Precisely. It reorients your whole purpose, really. Aligns life with a divine understanding. It's the core identity of a Muslim.
Okay, so that's the core belief, the declaration. How does that then, manifest daily? The source moves right to the second pillar.
Prayer. Salah.
To offer the compulsory congregational prayers dutifully and perfectly. That wording, dutifully and perfectly, sounds like more than just going through the motions.
It absolutely is. Salat, praying 5 times a day, facing Mecca, is meant to be a very conscious act.
Mindful.
Exactly. Dutifully and perfectly points to sincerity, being fully present, following the specific forms. It elevates it beyond routine.
So it's a constant connection throughout the day.
Yeah, it grounds you, keeps you in that state of spiritual awareness, turns ordinary life into worship in a way.
Okay, so from that personal devotion, the pillars seem to move outwards. The third one is zakat, described as obligatory charity.
Right.
Again, that word obligatory seems key. It's not just optional giving.
Not at all. Zakat is, it's considered a purification of one's wealth, an acknowledgement that everything comes from God.
Okay.
And being obligatory means it's systemic. It's usually an annual calculation on certain types of wealth.
Then redistributed.
Yes, from those who have more to those who have less. It's not just about poverty relief, though that's part of it. It's about social balance, community responsibility.
The spiritual investment in the community itself.
You could say that, yeah. Fostering that cohesion.
Then we broaden the scope even further with the fourth pillar, Hajj. To perform Hajj, i.e., pilgrimage to Mecca.
A big one.
Many people have heard of the Hajj. What makes it so fundamental? A pillar of the faith, according to this source.
What's really striking is its power as a symbol and practice of unity. It's obligatory once in a lifetime for those who are able physically and financially.
Okay.
But imagine millions of people from every conceivable background converge on Mecca. They wear simple, similar clothing.
Shedding worldly status.
Exactly. It's a profound demonstration of equality and shared devotion. It really reinforces that sense of a single community, transcending all borders.
A powerful visual and spiritual experience.
Definitely.
And that brings us to the fifth pillar in our source, to observe fast during the month of Ramadan, Sawm.
Right, fasting.
This is probably the most widely known pillar outside the Muslim community, but what's the core purpose behind this month of fasting?
Psalms is abstaining from food, drink, marital relations, and some other things from dawn until sunset.
It sounds physically demanding.
It can be. But the main focus is actually spiritual. It's about self-discipline, reflection, increasing devotion.
And empathy.
Yes, very much so. Feeling hunger can foster empathy for those who experience it regularly. It encourages gratitude, patience, and a deeper connection with God. It's like a collective spiritual tune-up.
So wrapping this up, it seems clear these 5 pillars, Shahadah, Salat, Zakat, Hajj, Sawm.
They really form a complete structure.
They do. Testimony, prayer, charity, pilgrimage, fasting, each distinct, but together creating this pathway for worship and just daily living for Muslims everywhere.
And that really leads to a fascinating question, doesn't it? How do these fundamental practices, when they're observed individually but also embraced collectively, how do they contribute to that powerful sense of community and spiritual connection, a connection that's lasted for centuries and crosses so many diverse cultures, still shaping that collective identity today?